Now you're right, it's been a while since we've done these weekly news things, but things that have been newsworthy have sort of needed its own dedicated show. But this week we have lots of little news nuggets. So let's make like Woody and do a news roundup. A new report from Gizmo China claims to have details on OnePlus's next flagship phone. According to the leak, the OnePlus 5T release date is set for sometime in November 2017. That would certainly make sense, as 2016's OnePlus 3T was also unveiled in November. Now, we're also expecting that the OnePlus 5T will sport most of the same under-the-hood specs as the OnePlus 5, which was just unveiled earlier this summer. The report states that the OnePlus 5T will supposedly feature a 6-inch 2160 by 1080 resolution with an 18:9 aspect ratio. If you can recall, the OnePlus 5 came with a 5.5-inch 1080p display with a 16:9 aspect ratio. This means instead of only upgrading a few key under-the-hood specs from the OnePlus 5, the company will use an entirely different design and display in the 5T. We'd expect the change to come with the OnePlus 6, but definitely not in the 5T. What do you guys think? Too little resolution for too big a screen? Let me know in the comments below. Also, more good news for those of you who are hoping to get your fingerprint sensor back on the front of your phone. According to a note sent to clients by respected analyst Ming-Ching Kuo of KGI Securities, Samsung may put an under-display fingerprint reader on the Galaxy Note 9, due in fall of 2018. Business Insider's Keith LeSwing, who saw the note, reports that Samsung has already received samples of this novel technology. Several specialized suppliers are said to be vying for Samsung's business, including Synaptics, which also supplies Apple, Beyond Eyes, a Korean biometrics company, and Samsung group member Samsung LCI, and Aegis, a Taiwanese-based company that currently supplies conventional sensors to Samsung. Out of those competing, Kyo gives Beyond Eyes and Samsung LCI the best shot of winning the contract, because their technology would allow the OLED screen to act as a light source for the sensor, saving battery life in the process. Now, I know that at least some of you are hoping that that feature will be included on the Galaxy S9, which will be released sooner, and it turns out that from that research note, that's a no-go. Yeah, kind of hurts. I need a puppy break. Good boy, good boy. Don't you feel better? I know I do. Now we can talk about the teaser surrounding the Honor 7X. Honor posted a teaser for the new handset on its official Weibo page back in September, revealing that the device would launch on October 11th. When the device will actually ship isn't yet known, but it's unlikely to be more than a few weeks after its unveiling. Pricing is also still unknown, though previous speculation suggests it will be available for around $270. A recent update from October 9th reveals that the 7X will apparently feature a 6-inch 18:9 display with a 2160 by 1080 resolution, a Kirin 659 processor with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage space, as well as microSD expansion. The cameras, meanwhile, are said to be comprised of a 12-megapixel and 2-megapixel dual rear sensor setup, with an 8-megapixel front-facing camera. The device's battery capacity was also noted at 3240, and the presence of a rear fingerprint scanner was also confirmed. Now, the Tenna website leak also indicated that this is going to be a thin unibody metal design that will be reminiscent of the original iPhone 6, but at a price tag of $250 to $300 US. Dang, son, kind of sweet. Now, my audience is smart. So smart that sometimes you're inspired by a business idea, and then you try and get the name of that business in a domain name. And your next prospective customer is searching your business name, and they assume you have the .com. And if you don't, you're giving your business away to the one who does. That's the power of a .com. Now, why is that exactly? Well, no domain name extension tells your story with the same degree of trust as a .com or .net domain name. .com and .net domain name extensions inject credibility into your online presence. And who doesn't want to be credible? And don't forget, you get 15% off when you use our coupon code ANDROID. When you think domain names, think domain.com. This is Pax, my new puppy. Yes, I still have Kenta. For those of you who watch a long time, we still have the reindeer dog. She's old now. She's like 8.5, almost 9. This is Pax. He's 11 weeks old, and he is a Deutsche Drahtar, or a German wire-haired pointer. He's bred to hunt. Yeah. And he's already been doing that, and he's doing a very good job. But he's just a baby. He's learning. Ouch! And he is a ball of like cocaine, crack, and caffeine all in one. Yeah, but he's absolutely beautiful. For those of you who've been following me on Instagram, I've been showing him off. He's got to go back to sleep. Say bye, Paxi. Say bye, Paxi. Bye, bye.